what's good? How is it going? I'm trying to download a YouTube thumbnail right now. It's really sorry, I spaced out. I got up from a nap. Turned on the stream. Now I'm here. It really is streamer life, but not the simulator. It is just streamer life. It's a funny YouTube thumbnail, though. I would like to be able to download it. I have to figure out how to do this now. So, load page links. Now, let's, hey, what's up? Sorry about that, I'm looking up from a nap. Check the humidity, what's it at? 40%? I can do 40% humidity. I have a hygrometer in my room. I realized there was something unsavory in the background. Can't be shown on stream. It's too powerful. Oh God, my thighs. I did squats. And if you do squats and you don't do squats for a while and then you do squats again, have you ever done that? You know the pain. Yeah. Hadn't done them in a while. So, yeah. It's very painful. My legs really want me to walk like I shit myself. That is the most comfortable way to walk right now, is to walk like a person who has just shit themselves and has realized this. That is most comfortable because whenever you walk like that, you don't do, what is it, eccentric, I think it's called, motions, where you avoid that primarily. And so it feels okay, but then you take a normal step and your leg goes, oh. Here, once again, this game reminded me of a very simple fact. It's my ears itchy. No, this game reminded me of a very simple fact. Oops. You like simple facts? Okay. And that is that streams that aren't popular, I forget how they worded it, it was weird, but have your webcam on. Have a webcam on. So here I am. Aren't I a brave soul, broadcasting myself through the entire internet? Right after I wake up. And yes, I got the little things out of my eyes. There actually weren't little things this time. Such a very brave soul. I can be very brave. Can be. I can be. Yeah, plus I've been horizontal. And I drink a shitload of water before I took a nap. So it's like... So I'm like puffy too. Like you'll see it over the stream. You'll see slowly my my various fluids start to sink and collect in the lower parts of my body. Not like I have edema or something, but you know, just like normal. Did you know your shoe size changes throughout the day because of that? Haha, gross. Yeah. Human bodies are... Bodies in general. Mammalian bodies. Fascinatingly disgusting. But yeah, your shoe size changes throughout the day. Your feet get bigger, very slightly. And you get slightly shorter. Yeah. It's not perceivable, but it can be enough that, like, especially if you're like an adult, I forget what it is, but it's like maybe don't go shoe shop. Maybe don't go shoe shopping. You know what it is? I'm not used to talking with my face upturned like this. This isn't natural for me. When I talk to people, it's like this. Or like this. Shoe shopping. Shoe shopping. It's like strain right here. But not to go shoe shopping first thing in the morning or late or something. I think it was like first thing in the morning because your feet are smaller. I was trying to get a YouTube thumbnail. I was trying to download a YouTube thumbnail. Hold on. YouTube thumbnail download. I bet I could use YouTube DLP. YT DLP. You like being 5'9"? I'd like to be a little bit shorter. YouTubeThumbnailGrabber.com. I like that. Oh, perfect. Oh, beautiful work. Okay. I really like this. I guess this dude's doing like stock trading or something. But I was over on the Chew Dog YouTube account, which I don't use as much as my personal one. So it has a very wild idea of what I might want to watch. So, I really want to make an edit of this and take out like the stock bars and just, I wasted 90% of my time. Yeah, that face, he's like, I'm confident. You can too. He's like, check it out. Yeah. Hey, peep this. Does light skin face at you? Hey. I can't do it. For someone so white. I haven't practiced it in a while. What's up, certified? I wasted 90% of my time. Light skin face is crazy. That's what I last heard people calling it. I'm getting to that age where I say stuff and I'm like, am I gonna get like banned from something for saying that? I'm not up to date. Is that word banned now? Holy, hey. King Sonadao, Ducky, thank you for gifting thank you for gifting one tier 1 sub to Chew Dogs community. Why is this so weirdly worded? Sorry. It's their first time gifting a sub in the channel. You gifted a tier 1 sub to Wrath Chaos 12. Thank you so much. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Chew, you are literally just a little older than me. Okay, well, maybe I just kind of live under a rock, okay? And that's the excuse I like to make. Thank you for the gift sub. I wasted 90% of my time. Or mogging. I didn't know that's what the mogging thing was. I didn't know that. I was watching I woke up and I don't know how to. Yeah, basically I found a bunch of like Rick and Morty shipping videos. Like music videos. And I was looking for another channel that does them. And then as I was doing this, I realized I'm not going to be able to play any of the music alongside of it on the stream. Well, I could, but I'd have to use the little YouTube AI thing to clip out the music. Excuse me. That guy was mogging. I don't even know what POG is supposed to stand for, not let alone mog. Hold on. Here, let me show you something. One moment. Sorry if I like clear my throat a lot. I'm still waking up. And I'm disgusting. Here, this should clear things up. Actually, hold on. That probably already got me in trouble on YouTube, but I can pipe it through. I have a thing up there because I always forget. Live track 1. So have music. Yes. And then no music from the video on track 2. And it goes to Twitch and separate streams of audio, so you guys can hear this, but YouTube can't. And it's called Touching on My by like But Pori. Do you ever just go and find videos that are like 10 years old that are not good? Because I was looking for a different regular show. Sometimes I fuck up and start calling this show Rick and Morty and I don't realize it. Did I do that? Guys, I gotta turn it off. I'm freaking out. Wait, is there an anime girl? Wait, hold on. I gotta keep watching. That's not... Is that Mordecai and Rigby? Guys, why are we watching this? I put it on. They look badass right there. The man. I want to show you Mordecai and Rigby kissing is gay, and I love it. Here's the thing. I was looking for a different regular show shipping music video. One that is... I can't show it on stream. It's on YouTube. But I can't show it on stream. This reminds me of the old Sonic X Shadow edits I used to watch. Oh, for sure. No, I mean, like, the reason I find stuff like this and either archive it or save it or show it on stream or whatever is because it's a peculiar like internet aesthetic relic of a certain thing. Like, these videos were the hot thing to do at a certain point. Work? Wait, what does that say?
Caillou. I'm Buddha pour of 4.
Oh, please work.
Each day I pour some more. I'm off the scissor, I'm afraid to. So many ops to drop. Phantom swerving off the lot. Ya hoping a skin about me. I'm Caillou. I'm pushing weight on the
Caillou?
block every day. When I see an oop, I get carried away. Throwing up from perk withdrawals. S.
Wait, Caillou isn't a voice? We could try to make Caillou a voice. Baby sounds like... I thought I started stealing your TTS message, but it wasn't one of them. You did by chat. It's all good. I know you're sick, so you can't hear right now.
Hi, I some thanky.
I just got it from a nap. Give me a bit. I want to show you the other Rick and Morty. Not Rick and Morty. Kill me now. Kill me now. Shoot me with a gun. Shoot me with a rifle. Take a Winchester. Pump action. And kill me with it. With the gun. Shoot me with the gun bullets. Kill me. Not in Minecraft. Real life. Not Rick and Morty. What I meant to say was regular show. Mordecai and Rigby. Thank you, Pepe. Thank you, Matt Fury's Boys Club character, Pepe. Which I read before Pepe became a meme. Which is probably why I feel old. Oops, accidental TTS. How dare you? How dare you? I think about Pepe's origins so often. Yeah. I hope Matt Fury's doing okay. I hope I'm saying his last name right. I've been just guessing at it for the better part of a decade. I'm a furry, but I have no right to assume his last name is pronounced like furry. It's not spelled that way. It's like Fury, but it's like IE. So there's a bit of contention, I guess. As to Pepe pees with his pants all the way off. Feels good, man. That's why. No, it feels good, man. Like, he says that. I remember clear as day. I remember that picture clearly than my first kiss. Sorry, Zach. Well, it's a common name. The man. Stream the man soon.
Feels good, man.
I barely remember my first kiss, haha. Well. I don't want to sound weird, but it's probably your mom. Haha, mama's boy. I'm kidding. I can't say shit. I'm a mama's boy too. She's good to me. She's good to me. She taught me when it's legal to punch someone. She taught me when it's legal to shoot someone. I do remember A1 pretty vividly, though. No, don't start. Don't start. We were both mama boys used on me. That's why I'm making the joke. Man, YouTube really is recommending me a lot of, not necessarily political stuff, just like international news. And I'm like, man, that's crazy.
I'm Buddha pour a 4. Each day I pour some more. I'm off the scissor, I'm
It's good
fried
news.
too. So
Don't
many
worry.
ops to drop. Phantom swerving off the lot. Yaho been a skin bout me, I'm Kalu. I'm pushing weight on the block every day. When I see an op, I get carried away.
I get carried away. That sounds so whimsical.
Throwing up from perk withdrawals.
Oh my god.
Red and Molly fentanyl, but I'm off the scissor, I'm fried too. Fried too. I'm fried too. I'm geeked.
I'm geek. It's okay, kitty cat. Look, kitty cat, I'm not mad at you. I'm just going burn, 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 because the kite's funny. Oh, he's so scared. Why he's so scared?
Oh, I make cats nervous, man. I don't know what it is about me. I guess it's because I'm like a dog or whatever. But I seem to make cats nervous by my general existence. I'm really quiet and then I get loud. I don't know. I work in extremes and they don't like it at all. I'm firm too. I'm firm in my resolve. Okay? They don't like that. They like it when you're pliable, all right? When they can use their cuteness as leverage. All right? I've just been I've been around cats too long. I can, you know. Sorry, I told y'all I woke up from a nap. I'm still waking up over here. Damn. I literally started streaming. I started just looking through my YouTube recommended. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Let's finish this off. Have you letting my cats use their cuteness as leverage? I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. I would let the cat use its cuteness as leverage if it was my cat. It's not my cat. And it's got a particular like feeding regimen that's specified by its veterinarian to its owner, which is not me. So, and you know, I don't feed other people's pets. So, I mean, unless they're like on vacation or something, and they're like, "Hey, can you feed the pet?" I'll feed the pet. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I would kind of screw up the cat. Even though the cat would like it, of course, for more food. Yes, of course. He would be very, very chunky. Also, his food has medication or something in it. I don't know. EP puppy? More like spaced out puppy. Let's see if doing a wake and bake at 9, almost 10 p.m. does us good. I'm just so I can get it off of my mind. I'm gonna link the don't say Rick and Morty, the regular show, like fan shipping music video, that I was thinking about. Because like again, I would love to show you, but it's it's I can't show it, even though it's on YouTube. I can't show it on my ass every single morning. Girl. If we lived in a big gay commune, show it. I can't. I straight up I can't. No. I keep saying it's on YouTube. I want you to know that I'm saying that in surprise that it's still on YouTube after 10 years because it has porn in it. Straight up. They should replace oxygen with THC. I mean, I could pixelate it and show it, maybe. Hold on. I'm TV, right? I'm TV now? I'm TV now. Not you. Me. Hold on. What do I tell you guys to hold on? What else are you gonna do? Leave the stream? See if I care. But I also linked it in chat so y'all can check it out on your own. I don't know why this is what we're doing or why I'm showing you this. I really have to use a third-party thing to pixelate it. That's kind of scary. Okay. Pixelation dot effect. Oh, you can make it like wobble around. Look at that. That looks kind of cool. Look at it. He's shaking. All right. Quit it. All right. Yeah. What do you mean? There's no... Oh, yeah. All right. This is how I'm going to hype myself up to play this game. Just watching this. I'm going to make it smaller. Hold on. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're going to be playing some Streamer Life Simulator 2. Oh, man. There's, like, so much cum, and, like, they're, like, eating each other's assholes and sniffing and licking each other's armpits, sensually. They're so gay for each other. There's so much cock and cum, and they 69 in it. And he's blowing out his back and coming in him. But the editing on this is magnificent compared to the other one we just watched. It's clearly very well made. Finish with the show. If you want to, me, I won't say no. I think about this song because of this video. I wish I could, like, only censor parts of it, but the porn is cut in at random intervals, dude. I hit the vape, by the way. Chew, how the fuck is this still up after a decade? I don't know. Once again, I know strange things about the internet. You just watched it? Thank God. Thank God. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, only show that to the right people. Okay, we can't have that getting taken down. I guess YouTube just consider that's crazy. Yeah, I just about lost it. I thought I was like, not that I was dreaming. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Right? It's got to be the crazy looking video title, right? And yet you can look up touching on my, and you'll find it. You'll find it. It knows, even though like the T is like a cross, and the I has 2 dots over it, and one of the legs on that N is really long, and the legs on the other end is go stupid, go crazy. Coast, we just watched the this. I replayed it at like the perfect point almost. Touching? Yeah, touching. Getting ready to play some Streamer Life Simulator. How you dance like that, and Rigby is practically doing the Carlton. You know, like touching on my orb, rub, choose, scalp. Yeah, I just woke up from a nap. I'm extra greasy. It's getting to that greasy, humid weather where I'm going to be greasy. I'm going to grease streamer, much like our character in Streamer Life Simulator. Here, I'm going to take off the thing that could possibly get me banned. So yeah, that chat, that's our little secret. You can't tell anybody about that. If you report that, I'm going to actually come to your house and do something bad to you. Not actually, but I'd want to really bad, okay? I feel like what I just said is actually less threatening than those, in Minecraft things. Because I'm just being real with you. It's like, no, I'm not actually going to do that. But it'll disappoint me and make me really mad. And make me not want to share things in the future. So, but I know everyone here is cool. So, cool. Okay, sorry. I was getting rid of a bunch of empty folders. I've been having to deal with a bunch of really boring computer stuff for weeks, months, my whole life actually, but a lot more in the past few weeks. Just because I've had to do some reorganization of some storage, mostly because VODs take up a lot of space, and I'm also doing some video editing and also doing some music stuff. So with all that, that's a lot of space. And so I gotta move some stuff around some hard drives, and then like notice there's duplicates, so you gotta get rid of the duplicates. And shout outs to Syskalka. I believe that's Polish for sneeze. Let me pull up an image of it if I can. Oh, it popped up there for a second, but you know how. Why? Okay, OBS drag and drop from browser. Why doesn't it let me do that anymore? A demo of a simple widget. What do you mean a demo? Oh, it's like you can drag an entire widget into OBS. That actually is neat, but it's not what I'm looking for right now. But you know what I mean? You see me do this like every stream, and I know it's a tiny little thing, but I would love to iron it out real quick. Because anytime I drag and drop a video from my browser, such as this one, to show you, it just it pulls a bitmap into my my temporary cache folder. I don't know what you would call it. App data, local, temp, temporary, and then the BMP from my browser, right? But then it clears it out of temp storage like that. Which I guess shout outs to OBS for running a clean ship. I do appreciate that. Like, for real, I'm not being sarcastic. A lot of programs don't, and you have to constantly clean You're a temp. But this is annoying. Can't drag and drop images into OBS from browser. Oh, that's the thing though, is I can. They just appear for a second though. Images disappear. Don't run it as administrator and try it again. Okay. Well, I'm already running OBS, so that's not going to work. That's okay, though. We can try that next time. I figured out a workaround. On the previous screen, right-click and choose Add. Then choose Image, and then bring it over in that way. It's slower than drag and drop, but you can get around it and still use administrator. Does that work? That sounds legit. Hold on. Did someone just spit facts on the actual internet for real? What is this guy talking about? What? On right click on the preview screen, choose Add. Is he saying to download the fucking image on my... Yeah, dumbass, I know I can do that. Okay, they didn't spit facts on the internet. That was not what happened. I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up. Hold on. It's just annoying. You end up with all these little bitmaps that don't actually exist in your OBS source, and it's just like... But, don't running as administrator and try again. I think I probably went into my... Knowing me, I went into my OBS shortcut, and I did change it so that it automatically runs it as an administrator. I don't remember why I would have done that, or if I would really need to. So let's check. Advanced. No, it doesn't. It doesn't run as administrator. I'll probably have to look into this later. Okay, one more good search. Jesus Christ, what a rabbit hole. Okay, yeah, it just means that it's being run as administrator. This is by design in Windows 10, thus probably also 11, and thus we cannot change it. If you need to drag and drop images, don't run OBS as admin. So I guess it is running as admin, or I guess some modification I've done to it makes it run as admin. I don't get it. I don't know. Computers are really crazy. I'm not going to say they're dumb. It just take a minute to figure out. But anyways, let's fuck this duck. Not you, Ducky. Maybe later. On stream though. Sorry. That is a thing I say though. Let's fuck this duck. I would always just have like a normal have a normal-ish conversation with somebody who is nervous before an exam, like at college or something. And you know, they're like, "Oh, you ready for the thing?" And they're, you know, just making small talk about it, and they're nervous and wanting to talk to somebody about it. And you know, I would entertain the conversation, talk to them as normal. And after the professor walked in and other people started filing in, and right before we were about to reach the point where they can't openly talk to me because we're entering a classroom and everyone's going to hear, right? I'm just like, well, let's fuck this duck. And people do not expect it, especially like 9, 10 in the morning. And they're just like, what the fuck? Or they laugh really hard. It's really good. Just a little something about me. Just a little something I used to do and also will continue to do. Because it is funny to me. I like to see people's reactions. I'm a provocateur, you could say. All right. Streamer Life Simulator 2. Let's get hype. Pog. Here, let me put my little thing on the screen. I could have. My friend told me the best quote I've ever heard. Yeah, I just did. No, what was it? I'll always love my man for who he is, but if I see hole, I see a goal. Yeah, I've heard a variation of that. Any hole's a goal, which is certainly a way to go about something. Guys, guys, I think the giggle bush is starting to kick in. We should open up this game. Oh no, he's been dilapidated. Shit. Or decapitated? I'm stealing that for the books. Yeah. Help him. He's been What's trying to remember like the weirdest fucking words right now and I can't. What do you call it when they like when they get rid of a boat? It's like forlorn. I know that's not it. It's not forlorn. That means like sad. Morose. Alright, we'll see if I can get along with this positioning with the webcam here and the PNG tuber here. Load game. Skipping computer updates. Now's not the time.
Lay a hand with straying more.
Hey, Adam. Oh, our character's really hungry. Did we have food? Should I have to just keep like jazz music playing in the background? I need something. No, I don't. So, do we have to get delivery? Hold on. Dude, why is this game so quiet? Turn it up. My goodness, Windows 11 sound mixer. You know, sound mixers aren't supposed to take, like, 30 seconds to start up, right? It's not normal. Thank you. Guys, we gotta get a Bitcoin mining rig. Have you seen the fucking prices lately? Dude, we gotta get in. We gotta farm the dip. Guys, we gotta farm the dip. Is there a way we could take out loans? Should we buy a toilet? No. Do you think maybe I didn't see that I downloaded an update where you die if you don't shit or something? Hey, maybe we should catch up on our correspondence a little bit. Whoa. Soft star. Hi, I'm a big fan. Can you send me a nude photo? Dumb? Are you stupid? What kind of message is that? I'm sorry. I upset you. I will fix this. Sorry. Anansi, we have your IP address. You have to send $50. Otherwise, who are you? We are a hacker group. You leaked your IP address because you're an amateur. Just pay us and we'll leave it at that. No. Who cares? I'm gonna make you pay for this. It's a mistake to mess with us. Who cares? I don't care. Hi, I heard that you were streaming. Yeah. Yeah, who'd you hear that from? Oh, we have a mutual friend. He told me. Anyway, I have an offer for you. Yeah, sure. What's up? Your streams look very good, but it's not very watched very much. I can get you a viewer. What is this? Where are you going to get it? Most major streamers get viewers from me. I'll increase the numbers of viewers on your stream for a little money, of course. How much? Don't buy too high a viewer for now. You can attract lots of attention. My recommendation is 100 viewers for now. These viewers remain active for the first 2 hours of the stream. We can do it for 100. Reject. I'll need it. Not important. I'll text you from time to time, and maybe you'll change your mind. I watched your stream.
Like shit. It's like shit.
Don't watch it again. And that was the end of that conversation. Hello. I wrote because I wanted to do business with you. Who are you? What kind of work? It's an important job. We're already doing it with many streamers. I've seen you stream. It's more of a new streamer opportunity. Can you be more specific? I don't understand. Don't ask too many questions, mate. You'll make money. It's easy. Man, fuck you. Don't ever do business like this. How do we do it? I'll send you 1,000. You send me back 800. You make $200. Easy. Didn't inspire much confidence. Why don't you take all the money for yourself? That's the way it has to be. Make your decision. I've told you too much. Refuse. It's your call. You lost the easy money. I'll come round later. Maybe you'll change your mind. Okay, man. Whatever. Weirdo, dude. Freak. Dude, we gotta start mining that coin. Yeah. Yeah, bust it. Just don't dance. Keep it still. This is my new dance. I love how you move with this music. Thank you. Good job. This is boring. Lacking excitement. Here, drop the quality. They love that. Yeah, zoom in on him. Baby getting thrown through a window? Man, fuck these viewers. I don't know. Hey, man. I know, but, like, they suck, but, like, there's a lot of them, though, dude. It's a lot of people. Alright, you gotta think like a czar. Man, that's a lot of shitty people, and they all hate me. So many of them all here. All listening to me. The stream is really boring. You can do better. How do you get more excited? Dude, this is more exciting than my stream. What are you talking about? When do I get shirtless and start dancing? No wonder I don't have viewer. Why is this shit so hard? He would fuck up all the dance moves, though. It makes sense. They're like, I expected more creativity from you. Yeah, kill the stream. They weren't happy with it today. Take their money. Oh, my character feels tired. You're gonna take a nap in the shit bed. Oh. Germa would be proud. Yeah. He would be. You know, another thing. I think he did a really good stream. Oh, really good. I thought my character like took a shit for a second. I thought I heard a little pop. Got a Discord message. What does it say? Bit doggo. What's up, mate? Do you need money? Yeah. No. Your stream is rubbish. Don't come. If you don't like the stream, don't come. Excuse me. How much money do we have? We have bills. When are the bills due? Pay the bills. Pay some of the bills. Pay most of the bills. $15. Bet $15. Gamble. Alright, it went way up. It probably won't do it again. We should try and make steady money. Maybe we do some deliveries. Because our internet, it just sucks so bad. But also we can gamble their money and they'll watch it. So let's just do that instead. We'll do just chatting. We'll do very, very low quality. We'll zoom in right on my face so they can see how beautiful I am. I'll put me right here. Toxic user banned. Is esports or regular sports more interesting to you? Pretty girls in chat DM me. Please. God damn. Woo! Someone stole my credit card and is sending donations to streamers. Oh, fuck. The stream is trash. World War II fanboy. Fuck off. You use a name like that. Well, you can be a nerd about something, but I didn't like it. I'm leaving. Okay, fair. Streaming is a lot of fun. I think I can do it for the rest of my life. Wow, look at that plane go. Look at it go. Oh shit. Get in. No, no. Oh, my money. I'm curious to know what's the most... That completely short-circuited my brain. Click this link and watch it, please. Aw. Oh my god. It's a cheetah. They're meowing. Wait, is it not, It's not capturing the sound of the game? Now, why is that? I got so caught up with this stream. You know? Dude, this I'm hearing this cat, like, in my ear. It's driving me insane. Stop. Stop the video. Shut up. Oh my god. Oh, that came through. So you can hear the game. Weird. Confusing. I want to donate organs. Dude, my stream toxicity is almost completely fucked. Let's do subscriber only. And clear the chat. Donation received. This is my first donation. Well, thank you. Can you stream naked? Yes. If you watch this video, we'll have so much fun. What is it? Oh my god. Okay, the audio works on this. That's nuts. Dude, the fucking bear tried to get him, dude. And they screamed it away. That's scary. Dude, they almost got the ass ate. And not in that way that we like. Wait, you must be a Dodo partner to get subscribers. Oh shit. Mode emote. Emote only. Say that you have to pee. Yeah, tell them you have to pee. They didn't like that. Okay, good stream. Okay, stream name. Killing captive chat members. He is, it's not me. Alright? He's doing the bad stuff, not me. Maybe we have them play a video game. Maybe they'll like that, huh? We just barely don't have enough money. What if we just gambled just a little bit? What if we go get... Hold on. What if we... First of all... Start the stream. They didn't like that you have to pee. Yeah, they're like, that's ridiculous. That's what they said. Your energy must be higher than 10. Okay, let's get some food. Food show. Couple banana. Or three banana. Increased chance of catching a pet. Yeah, they'd like if we had a pet. Ambitious, gain skill points faster. No, we don't need that right now. My 3 bananas I got from Grubhub. This is environmentally sustainable. Alright, chat. I'm going to the... Where's my webcam? I'm going to the store to buy lotto tickets. I'm leaving it in emote only mode because you guys are trash. Alright? But first, let me give my opinion on the current political climate. I came up with good solutions. I highly doubt that. All right. Oh man. Oh man, my life is so stressful. I'm about to get hit by a car. That's really stressful too. Why do the really nice looking cars always sound like they're really shitty? So loud. Hey. Don't kill me, certified. I mean in this game in particular. Lotto ticket man, lotto ticket man. Let me get a scratch ticket. It's not a lotto. Damn it. We don't have enough money. Well, gotta do some deliveries, huh? It's probably gonna have me go over here. Nope. Drop! What? I can fly. They really don't have much regard for, you know, foot motorists out here. Pedalkin. Woo. He's right behind me, isn't he? Man, these drivers are nuts. I don't like it. Yo, if my delivery driver pulled up with a cool skirt like that, I'd let him feed me the food like a big mama bird. Oh yeah, once again, if you hear any screaming in the back, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Grubs up! Here with your fucking food, man. You ran out of the You ran out of energy, so the live stream is off. Right. Yeah. I kind of forgot. We're like, anyways, yeah, we gotta go do deliveries, so see you later, chat. And we just left it on. You're all grown up now, so you can take care of yourself. If you need anything, just call. I just let them stare at my. There's cars out here in the forest. I just let them stare at my shit-covered walls. Dude, I keep opening up the little cars menu. I don't mean to do that. Stop. Stop it! Stop it! Sweet, dude. Fucking deliveries, dude. I wish this bike had like a sprint. A pedal faster mode. If only I could stop my compulsive gambling. This would be much easier overall, day to day. But alas, whoa! Guys, that's some cool ass shit. I think they're shooting like a music video over here. Oh, I'm in the music video now. Swift dovetail. They're dovetailing. We'll get there. Mods! Kill him! Mods! Shoot him in the head with a gun. Mods, take a 357 revolver and pop this guy in the head. I'll do it. Back off. Back off, Ken. I was trying to figure out how to do it. Oh, you're good. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. Twitch's mobile or not mobile. You might be on mobile, but Twitch's interface is it has a steep learning curve. And the learning curve is also moving. Well, it's like a graph, but if you know the line's kind of like it's going like this and you can kind of see it like it's like 3D a little bit. It's like you can't. Mod smashes PP. You don't have to.
Some people have suggested that I, Timmy Scoops, am dead. Oh boy, is that untrue. I was forged in the fires of hell. I am immortal. I am unending.
Why does it sound like they made sure he said he could say forged in the fires of hell like very well? It feels like they went in, they're like, he needs to be able to say that one. Really good. Oh yeah, we still got them scooper files. I got them in my, we got them in my documents. Or I guess it's just called documents now. But they're my documents. C/user/me/ Electronic Arts /The Sims 3 /saves Tim Scooper. Or whatever. Thank you. Man, that burrito looks crazy. Just leave it out there. Oh my god, we're talking. Can we afford moderators yet? Oh, we need to become a Dodo partner too. Yeah, let's do that. Oily Gape. Show ads. I sent you a video. Can you check it out? So these like don't play in OBS, but every other sound effect does. Was it doing that last night? Say something during the stream that might provoke a reaction. Ask people to recommend the stream to their friends. Open a topic on poetry. Friends. That cat's funny. Suggestions seem to be working. Oh, wow. Yeah, people are joining. Oh, wow. Don't ban me. Say my name, please.
No.
Really? No one wants to hear your stupid stories. Dude, they hate me, dude. They really hate me. Streamer tools. Mod team. 250? How much we have? 160. Dude, that's like a lot of money. That's like a lot of money. Maybe we just gamble like a little bit. No. No, don't do it. We've got to pay bills too. Oh. Fuck, we ran out of the energy, so the live stream is off. But we can buy a video game. Maybe chat will like that. Camper Strike 2, dude. Start that download. Help take the edge off, play little video games. Oh shit, video games. Gonna be gaming. It says by Van. RAM error. Oh, chat. Dude, live streaming and getting this. You should buy better followers. I might at this point. Dude, the stream... The toxicity is so high. Start using more swear words. Call bluff, say you'll shut down if you don't get a $250 donation. Damn it. Can you take a look at this video in the link? No. Okay. It's dumb. Just streaming myself taking money from them. I'm breaking my diet while watching the stream. Snacks are ready. 3 gigabytes. I should download more. We're gonna need more money. Say you're very poor and need $150. Tell them people are very smart. 19% for $100. Come on. Damn it. Oh, wait, someone did it. They sent me money. Little bit of gamba. Holy shit, $109. I'm gonna maybe try window capturing the game real quick. Hold on. What's up, Dr. Butt Doctor? What's up, everybody? Let's see. Window capture. I think this might work. Hold on. By the fact I'm not getting cursed at, I guess our character ran out of energy while I was looking. I wasn't looking. Burger. I'm stuffed. I can't eat anymore today. Let me tell Chad about how stuffed I am with burger. Let's test this again. Wait. No? Alright, well, good. I guess that's the good news because I just woke up. I'm gonna air fry wings for breakfast. Hell yeah. Where's my webcam? Hold on. I'm having a goober moment. Air frying wings for breakfast. That sounds delicious. I'm spacing the fuck out. Webcam. I'm back. Hello. Wait, so I didn't actually do a game capture. I needed to... Hold on. Brain working. Window capture. Streamer Life Simulator. Turn off the game capture. See how this audio does. Yeah, talk about the pets. Now let's go to Donation Lab. Does this play? No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to be capturing the game. Let's try application audio capture. Beta. This video is really loud, so I'm going to turn it down. No? Wait. Nope. Is it like, did my Windows audio device change? Holy shoot. Is that the chew? Yes, it is. I'm trying to, like, capture the audio of this game. Because these... Strange. Yeah, the viewers in this game keep sending in videos for me to watch, and for some reason it's not playing the audio on my actual OBS of the videos. And I'm wondering why. And also I really, really, really need to pee. So I'm having trouble concentrating. So I will be right back. How about that? What's up? What's up, Blue Cadet 7? What's up, Adrian? What's up? Alright, I'll be right back. I need to pee really bad. I'll be right back. Put that there. Make me disappear. Alright, be right back. Almost back. I'm gonna put on a little music. And so is Chew.
What are you doing, kitty cat? You're being crazy. You're being a little freaky.
There's a cat in my room. Gatto. Es un gato. All right. I was trying to fix the sound on this game. Vuplex 3D web view is something in my sound mixer. Vuplex 3D web view. If I can get the audio through from that, whatever that is, it's probably that. The browser in this game. Probably. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Okay. Application audio capture beta. No, it doesn't, it doesn't seem to want to do it unless, well, now we have to get more donations. But my character's too tired. Ah. It's there's something called like 3D web view. And that's probably opening up a Chrome instance underneath the hood. Which is fine. There's really no other way to have a browser in a game like this. It's actually really cool, in my opinion. But I mean, I wish it wasn't Chrome, but partner. Oh, we just got verified as partner in the game. Cool. Yeah, if I could just like smush the audio streams from this, you know, and that would be cool. Wonder if borderless gaming would help. Like the application. I just feel like that's such an essential part of it. Yes. Yes. Okay. We have energy. We need more RAM. We need moderators. We probably need to deliver food. That's what we need to do. We got subscriber. We just got a subscriber. Money, 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 money. Show him like a. I want to show him like a 1-second ad. Your streaming schedule is inconsistent. Well, that plays. I like to support streams. Waste of time. Say my name, please. Okay. Donation received. Sending it from my father's credit card. How kind of them. These people hate me and they give me money. Hey, we just got another subscriber. Talk about pets on the stream. Show ads. A coffee on me. Enjoy your stream. Oh, thank you. Just banning. That's all my stream is. It's just banning people. That's the entire stream. It's just banning people for complaining about the stream, which is shit. Which is fucking hilarious, actually. This donation is for you to quit streaming. Reads it out loud. During the stream, tell a fake memory as if it were real. Talk about cars. Even the subscribers are talking shit, dude. It's hard out here. Nude, 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 please? Nude? Nude. Yeah, are you sending it? I'm waiting. Report? I'll report you. I got very scared. Smiley face. Please donate if you enjoy the stream. Oh, maybe they didn't know. Can pay for this. Don't forget us. Yeah. Am I streaming in my Discord messages? Hold on. Sorry, Discat. Yeah, I was. That's great. Yeah, Oily Gape does this. He doesn't care. Food power. Energy. It is cold as fuck outside of bed. Cannot recommend. Yeah. You know, that's why I like to start a little fire next to my bed. I like to start a little fire with a little bit of toilet paper and some matches next to my bed. And I thought that was Coast. I thought that was Coast's username for a second.
No.
I love that sound. I would pay money to hear Germa make that sound. I bet he has before though. All right, guys, we gotta hire that moderator team. Like, it's fine if we don't pay rent. This shit is bad. Dude, we're getting $225. Oh my. Dude, we've reached 100% stream toxicity. Buy it. Activate it. Activate the moderation team. Activate it. I probably have to restart. No, it's working. They're already doing it. They're doing it. They're making it better. Matches and toilet paper are free too. Why did I think that was one of the text-to-speech voices? Woo! Money, money, money. At this rate, we're gonna be able to, like, afford a toilet. Maybe even toilet paper. Poor, you feel poor. Well, get over it. You're not the only one. You'll be okay. Or you probably won't. But like,
Goofwin, matches and toilet paper are free too.
the toxicity was pretty insane. Yeah. Immediately starts betting the money. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Wait, why am I reading them out loud when I'm not live? Dude, we should stream and let it run while the mods just fucking destroy people. Because they need to just... They need to, like, literally do a great purge. We need to have a cultural revolution in Goon... Why did I call him Goon Oil? I wanted to call him Goon Oil. His name's not Goon Oil, it's Oily Gape. Goon Oil. You know what? Just one burger. Just this one burger got me tripping. Open up fake gram and make a new post of shaking my ass in front of the Wojak. It's this one thing you did. Uh-oh. Goonoli is a fine second name. Toxic people need somewhere to socialize too. Give the people what they want. Yeah, they end up somewhere. You know? They don't just disappear. Might go away from somewhere. How do I stream? Here. Yes. All right, let's let it just run and let them ban people. Tell people you're gonna have a raffle. It worked. Getting that dodo money, dude. Two days later, that's all right. What was I gonna do? What's apps? That's downloads. That's downloading apps. We should probably look at RAM prices. Yes. This stream is not suitable for me, someone says. $8 gigabyte. So do we have... Yeah, we should just get the 4 gigabyte. We don't have enough money for that though. Yet. Do we have, like, different slots? Fucking midstream. Fuck. Oh my god, the hard drive is called Red Rocket. It's a Western Digital red label. It's supposed to be. Gunoli is the fun sever. They should go to the wood chipper. Yes. All right, so it's looking like we get one RAM stick, one for this motherboard at least. All right, turning the stream back. This is kind of feels familiar to me, at least with my fucking computer bullshit, where I'm like banging around with and then I turn the stream back on. I'm like, is it back? Got to get that toxicity down, y'all. That's why we're gonna gamba. Just a little bit.
Nice quantum fireball parallel to spinning hard disk with ultra direct memory access.
Yeah, access. You forgot error checking too. Or it's error correcting checking. It's erotic cock crushing memory. Loud. Yeah. We just live with it. We should play ads. You ran out of energy, so the live stream is off. Damn. Damn.
Crusher is what I call me lovely wench of a wife back home on dry land.
I forgot he doesn't curse. The fucker doesn't curse. Just fucking order a bunch of bananas, dude. Dude, it's gonna be nuts watching this dude drop this off. Hold on. Gatto. Here he comes. 30 bananas. Or $30 worth of bananas, I mean.
I ducked so much quack on my last voyage.
Quack Quusher. Fuck. You seen a streamer with a banana in front of his webcam? What's up with that guy? Banana. I think we can try to... No, let's try to catch the cat later when we have the skills.
Shite, 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 shite. That be the only workaround for this God-fearing sea slug, praise Christ.
Praise Christ. Pick your nose to increase viewers.
Cock, 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 cock.
Start
cock,
talking
cock.
about your ex. They like
I
that.
love those individually boxed
They don't.
bananas.
Individually boxed banana. She's so smexy with it. Well, let's get that RAM. I think we can get it now. Random access memory. We don't have enough money. Why did I think we had enough money?
Cock, 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 cock. I love those individually boxed banana.
Praise Christ. I wanted to buy you dinner, $1. If you watch this video, we'll have so much fun. This is my first donation. Why are you playing so badly? I saw you on the street today. Use this money to buy new games. I paid money, you'll do what I say. I paid money, do what I say. Click this link and watch it, please. Oh my god. Guys, what's going on? Guys, I'm too high for this. What the fuck? Yeah, he does say shite really good.
I box up my giant, steamy shites and send them off to the kin on the backs of dolphins in Christ's name, amen.
In Christ's name, amen. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I can't get the audio to come through on a lot of these because it's just DMCA bait. That came through though. Can you look at this? Oh, it's Skibbity Toilet.
Oh, ... men!
They keep sending me Skibbity Toilet, guys. Men. What if I just read them all? Does it really affect the toxicity? Nope. Oh, need a streaming banana. Not my Lucky Death banana, though. We need a crisp-ass webcam for this face at some point. Oh, just a little more money, dude.
These men are what make the sea life worth it. I'm their good sea lion pup.
Aw, you're such a good sea lion. That make you feel weird? Make you feel a little funny? Aw, you're such a good sea lion.
I've been having a bit of a think I would make a
sea lion.
The guy is on his last legs, so it's the perfect opportunity. I do a decent Our Father and can muddle my way through a Hail Mary. Lads, to the Vatican.
That sounds like it could be a quote from a movie, straight up. That sounds good. Let's check out this video. It's gonna be Skibbity Toilet again. God damn it. Wait, it's not Skibbity Toilet. But it's just one of these videos. I don't know, man. This stuff's so overdone. Let's see. Fuck your stream. Need an energy banana, quick. Can't eat any more today. Edit stream name. Masturbating. Yeah, just jerking off on stream today. That's all we're gonna do. Comment on political issues. Your comments are appreciated every time. Every time he knocks it out of the park with the political. Let's do subscriber only now that we can, in fact, have subscribers.
Great life hack! Leave your banana on the porch to keep them from going brown.
Keep them from going bruh. All right, chat. We got a stick of RAM. Stick of RAM. It's coming in the mail today. Here in just a minute. So we're gonna actually be installing it live on stream.
That be the back rooms in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I knew me a rather gruffer trader there when we lost the British Navy dogs in them Great Lakes.
In them great. Okay, Chad, we're gonna take out the stick of RAM while we're streaming and put in the new stick of RAM. Oh, guess it turns my computer off. Weird. Think it'll be faster with more RAM? Or do you think that it'll remember so much that it'll become indecisive and traumatized? Too stuck in the past? Unable to move forward and do anything new? Leave your banana on the porch to keep them from going bruh. My character's feeling woozy. I thought that was another banana. Damn, we just ate a lot of bananas.
Ram stick. Stick of ram. Ram a stick in me.
Rammy sticky. Stream freezes. Okay. Gaming. Vanv. A fidget spinner on the back of his head, Christ. Alright, start. Gamer, got an achievement. Gamer, rush B, no, let's camp. Matchmaking. Oh shit, chat. Oh shit.
Hairy women, am I right, chat?
Fool you.
Chad, I didn't think it was going to be a real game. That's crazy. Yeah, as someone who has become, I guess, rather pansexual, yes. Are these my teammates? Can we full screen the game? Guys, I think team deathmatch was a mistake in this game. Are they my friends? Frick off, dude. People are in chat asking what game this is. Bro, this is Camper Strike, dude. Dude, Oily Gape kind of sucks at this game. Oh, dude, we got the shotgun. Jesus.
Ubisoft can in no way compete with this level of quadruple gaming.
We lost. I deserve a banana. Deathmatch. How's the streamer today, chat? Seems quite boring. These chatters, dude.
Fight. Guys, I think taking acid before church was a mistake. I'm seeing things and it sure as fuck ain't Christ. Ah, wah, 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 wah.
Taking a little bit of acid and looking at stained glass would probably be neat. But don't do that. They said a better mouse will make you better at this game. And the what?
Do that.
Man, the recoil pattern on this is pretty nuts. I should play some Counter-Strike sometime on stream. Like, for real. Show y'all my skills. Or lack thereof.
Way, you judge has a sour.
Show y'all that I have basic skills in Counter-Strike. That I know how to play Counter-Strike. I'm trying to crouch. I'm trying to... I just deleted someone's message on accident, I think. Okay. I love this game. Yeah, chatter, me too. Where are you going on vacation this summer? Oh, probably gonna stay here in my shit-covered, crusted, trailer. The huge. How do I get toxicity to go down even more? Do I start, like, streaming the Bible? Do I dance? Do I make the stream better? Talk about your favorite food. That sounds nice. Yours sound appetizing. Yeah, no effect on toxicity if you do that. Okay. Good to know. I'm paying attention to them. I came to apologize to you. Don't? I'm so sorry. I need to do something. Send me $1,000. Of course, but I don't have the money. I'll find it for you somewhere. That's concerning.
Shoot them in the penis. Will it stop them? I don't know, but I'll still hate myself and my dad. And my dad.
It's your call. You lost the easy money. Do you need money? Yeah. It's great. I will send during the stream 1,000. Bye. You owe me 8,000 or 800. I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. Okay. Just reading some donations. You know, normal stream. I'm streaming this chat too. That's great. Please donate if you enjoy the stream. How does one lower their toxicity in this game? It's you know, I'd be wondering, you know. You're out of energy. Happens to the best of us. Let's see, go to Dodo. Stream title, masturbating. I forgot. Just masturbating. Wait, is our character feeling sick? Uh-oh. We gotta go get medicine. Wait, can we have it delivered from Zamazor? I love that name. It's just different enough.
Streaming a chat in a stream about chatting when you chat while you stream, more likely than you think, you kooks.
You kooks. Kookles. You cucumbers. Mop, sweep, sweep. Okay, there's no medicine here. Medicine's $30. Yeah, we need entry level. You feel poor. We do need a better microphone as well. Can't really afford one though. And take my old mouse. Get on my bike. That's a delivery guy. He's well fed. He has everything he needs and more, so I'm not too worried about just leaving my front door open.
Hello?
Well, that was manslaughter. Sell this item. Scratch offs. Can't resist. Bro, what is he watching on the TV? Dang it. Wait, we have to buy medicine. Because my cursor's stuck on this. Quit it. Quit it. Oh, it's the in-game cursor. Hold on. We have to do another scratch off. We actually do. Okay. We literally did indeed have to go gamble again. My ass should not be allowed to be this EP. Yeah. It always sucks being EP when you don't want to be EP. But it's okay, you know I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm scheduled to stream. I always stream on Fridays. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. At the very least. Unless otherwise, you know, ceteris paribus. I'm so hungry. We never bought medicine. Fuck. Eat the lucky banana. Luck's not real. Shit. Holy fuck. Dude, it's a war zone out here.
Kebab!
I'm such a big fan. Oh shit. Yo. Yo, what up? Let me get a selfie. Stay there. Oh, you got.
Wow, I am such a big fan. I love oil.
Oh, huh?
I love your underwear. Thank you. Hey, if somebody started doing this, I'd start taking pictures too. Are you a celebrity? Well, yes, I am. Yeah, I hate it when the chicken wings, like, you get the bad ones. Yeah. I bought an air fryer, chat. It's coming tomorrow. And the first thing I'm going to be making in it is chicken wings.
Kebab!
Push him into traffic. You got it. On it. I always do this whenever I'm trying to push something like this in a video game. It's like when you need to jump in a video game and get higher. With the jump, you feel like you need to lift up in your chair. What? Come on, push. There we go. Damn it. Yeah, they are small ovens, but that is a very good thing. For multiple.
Moan louder as you push him.
Guys, he's got like 8 cups. I didn't want to say anything, but it's too obvious not to say anything. No! Your shirt reminds me of Burger King. Let me push you into traffic.
Oh,
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 banana, no, 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 no.
This is in traffic. Could be more in traffic, though. Fucking beautiful.
Before he asks, this isn't a crime. He wants this.
Yeah, he wanted that. Holy shit. Dude, I could... Y'all want to just watch this shit all day? Because, I do. Dude, this could be my fucking, like, screensaver. Just this. Maybe some more cars, though, would be nice. Hey, devs, up the car density a little bit. It's so dangerous out here. They just have no fear. They don't even look. 10 hours of fans
Holy
getting ran
shit.
over.
Holy fucking shit, the knocker's on that guy. Oh, what?
I'm not doing anything. Which guy had big knockers? Oh, I could have just walked into traffic. Adam gone? No. Maybe? Adam. Family Guy death pose, dude. Holy shit. Again. Adam gone. Adam. Yeah, this guy has knockers. What's wrong with the guy with some titty? That just means he can provide more milk for his young. You look sick as hell. Come on, guys. You know the drill. Into the road. Fan meet in the middle of the road. I'm not like... Germa starts doing shit like this. You know the stream's like wrapping up. Not me. I just take breaks. I like doing shit like this. You know. Can I interact with this? It looks interactable. Yeah, guys, let's hang out in this dude's garage. Yeah, this dude's garage. Oh shit. Goth girl. Goth GF.
What fucking knockers? Knockers make Adam go way wah 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 wah.
Yeah, you guys like my sick bite
Family
tricks.
Guy death pose, Family Guy death pose, Family Guy to Family Guy death pose, and
Peter?
last Family Guy death pose he have.
I just don't even say goodbye to my fans. I just ride off. Shit. Oops. Banna. Let's play more Goober Strike. Should we take it? Oops. Closer. I want to sleep closer to desk. You let me constipate you. Don't own a toilet. Mr. Oily Gape. The Upward Spiral. It's actually the name of a nice book.
The only knockers I need are the huge fucking titties on my blow-up fuck doll.
Dump down a toilet.
Soft Star, I found the money, but only $215. I donated it to you. Why? I told you to send 1,000. He just died from potassium overdose. Chewbacca is dead. I know. That this is all I could find at the old lady's house. I'll go there again, but there's an ambulance there now. Ambulance? Are you stupid? Why did you rob an old woman? Why is there an ambulance? I did it because you wanted me to. The woman noticed me. I pushed her and ran off with her money. I think she hit her head. She alright? I don't know. Everything is your fault. You're greedy. Well, no, it's not. It's great. I will send during the stream $1,000. Bye. You owe me 800. I sent the payment, buddy. My share 800.
I did it because you wanted me to. The woman didn't notice me. I pushed her over, and she hurt her head.
Peter. I like how I'm just streaming all... Wait, is it just my... Yeah, great. I'm just streaming all this. I'm streaming all of my Discord chat. It's just posting my crimes. Yeah, this is what I'm doing on Discord whenever I'm not streaming.
I wish a girl would push me to my fucking limit to make me better myself and be a well-rounded and amazing wife to her.
True. Tell about a sad memory you have. Yeah, make them feel bad for me. I remember when I was in oily. Huh? Can you watch this video for me? Better not be skibbity toilet. God damn it. You guys just keep sending the same videos, dude.
Cooks are in the walls.
Gods. Dude, these cats are freaky. Funny animals. If I send you $2 more, will you stop stream?
Hello?
Oh wait, it shows me their Discord thing.
Nope.
Wait. No, that's just their... Okay. I was confused. Support money to buy new equipment. Man, don't fucking play. Those are fake knocks. Those are fake knocks. I'm sorry, chat. Wait, what? Protect and serve. What a bunch of bastards. Hey, Catorians. Guys, Oily Gabe just got swatted. And we still can't catch a cat. Bro, they just swatted me. Wow, unbelievable. I know, right? Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, yeah, thanks, man. Come with me. This is bullshit. Let's go to the fucking city hall. Can't believe this. Bro, I leave my door open. Why did they like flashbang me? Bro, you could see me in here. You can see my dumbass like reading shit on my computer. I'm not doing anything. Oh my god, the stream kept going the whole time. Yo. Not a single. Oh wait, was that about the old lady who hit her head? You feel tired, I bet. Did that guy follow me?
Biden should start streaming. Like, what the fuck does he have to do anymore?
What the fuck is up with Taz? Today we're gonna play Elder Scrolls until the plug vibe runs out of juice.
It took me so long to understand what plug vibe meant. What you meant by plug vibe. I thought he meant like the vibe plug. Like I don't know. If God stops bestowing the good vibe, like we'll take a break. Is this too many bananas to be eating? I mean, like, yeah. But, like, we're full up on energy. Well, we got swatted. Let's just play video games. Got swatted, lol. Streaming is that was the last thing we said before it happened. Streaming is a lot of fun. I think I'd do it for the rest of my life.
Order 40 banana on.
Yeah. That's a good idea, chat. Like you're saying they took coops. All right. Holy shit. Oh my god. Banana time, baby.
Chicken coops, chicken coops, chicken coops, chicken coops.
Oh my god, dude. There's so many. Wait, so it all stacked it up onto one guy?
Here's your 40 banana non, you piece of shite.
You piece of fucking shite. Dude, I would love a mailman like that. Wait, why does he know what's in the box? Wait, if he's a food guy, then yeah, you do generally know. Because it's just like food. Everybody eats food. It's whatever. Like, the receipt's usually on the outside of the bag. It's not really, like, something you can really even avoid. Lose less energy during streams. Donations you receive increases. You receive donations more frequently. Just chatting streams affect people more. Insufficient skill point. Dang. Mood is standard. That's crazy. Ah, shit. Didn't mean to do that.
Showbiz, 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 show.
Sorry, my twink escaped.
He just loves showbiz.
I don't have to individually box each banana, but customers really appreciate it when you go the extra mile.
Oh, yeah, they love all this fucking waste.
Amazon really be fucking overworking the drivers. Carrying that many boxes would give me a hernia and shit my little booty shorts.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Call me crazy, but I prefer my sex dolls deflated. I get to fill them myself. Come squish. Come squish. Sup, chat? I'm dying of potassium overload. So we're gonna play.
Deflation kink.
It's real. Is there a way to get the stream toxicity to maybe go down? Ever? Or is it just like that forever? We gotta take it off sub-only mode and, like...
It's okay. It's okay.
Take it off sub-only mode and let them start, like, banning people.
Great life hack, law enforcement have a mortal fear of banana nana. It's like fucking fentanyl to the cards, makes them themselves, which they are also afraid of.
Sorry, I'm looking here. I'm like, I wonder who sabotaged
I got a life
this
hack
stream.
for ya. Wait, there's more. Damn, guess the tank was empty.
Oh God.
Come squish! Come squish! Feeling like a dumb fish in the Arby's parking lot.
Big dumb fish. I thought that was a bong. Dude, we can almost afford the best mic. But no need for that. Let's get this one. Paintings. Like, open a game, open a game. Okay, guys, okay. Thank you. Ah, yes. eat a banana. Alright, let's see how we do this time. They said your playstyle doesn't appeal to me. Bitch, I'm at the main menu. We have the meats.
Meat packers pack the meat with their feet until their shift is done. And that's no fun in the game of capitalism.
Statistically speaking, there's got to be at least one person who actually lives like this. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, boy.
This game, they said this game's mechanics look a bit complicated, but it looks fun. Yeah, it's really complicated. Gotta be really smart to get it. It's really frustrating to play, man. If you have a moment, can you open this? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Baby. It's okay, Gato. Fuck, I didn't open the link you sent. Damn it. It's okay, Papa. What? There's a cat talking to me. Isn't Banana Porch a TikToker? What you want, boy? Banana Porch? Maybe. Could be. Is this cat a TikToker? What you want, baby?
Piss your pants in the name of Jesus.
Consider it done, lady.
Not you. I'm talking to the puppy on the screen.
Aw. No, I would, but there's this little cat here. What you want, dude? I think he's concerned that I'm, like, talking. You know? He wants me to go, like, investigate something. And he keeps reaching up here to try and get my attention. So I'm going to give him my attention real quick. Be entertained by this guy. What? What's up, buddy? Eat what? He's being a little shit.
I faced your mom and I faced your dad. I faced them both until they're both glad. They call me Festy. Festy, the good guy.
That made the most beautiful song. Cat. I am aware of the irony of the trying to catch the virtual cat while the real life cat wants my attention, but he wants food. We'll get that cat yet. How's the stream going over here? Pretty good. We gotta open up a game though, or they won't donate. I forgot.
I stuffed myself with bananan. From both ends, it's exhausting.
Fight.
It's exhausting. So I don't actually have to play this game, right? Okay. Yeah, that's loud. Thank you. Alright, I gotta turn that shit down. You can't? Can you not turn them down? Interesting. Well, we got a shitload of money.
Huh?
Huh? We should get that automatic ads thing. After we run some ads.
Oof.
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 Fucking
Oof. Fucking oof. Cool graphics. Just going in these games and doing nothing, and people are like, that's so cool. Wait, what?
I ate myself today to see if I still peel. I'm John Anna Cash.
Dude, I'm traumatized by the police. That's crazy. Isn't that so weird? Haha. Let's see. An automated AI-powered editing tool for YouTube videos. We don't have YouTube videos yet. Make the streamer watch live leak. House. We can upgrade our home. Cozy house? What? You know, we're quote unquote playing Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike. Damn it. So sad.
The cozy house better come with shite covering all the walls. That's
Real.
the key to cozy. It seemed to grow.
Sorry, I had some energy I had to get out, you know? Dude, this plane game sucks.
Fight.
Wait a second. The game has settings? Oh, you can toggle the cursor too. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, I got skills. Check it out. Damn it. What equipment do you recommend playing for playing this? Computer. Money, 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 money. This is the closest thing we have to live loot. Just me losing all the money. $1 million pencil. Yeah, okay. Let's take it. This YouTube short feels long, you know? Like, no, I don't know what's wrong with me, but... Fucking wild. Join hashtag Dark Army. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that one. Play this on stream. Life hack. Don't eat soup with a fork. Eat it with a spoon. Yo! Yo, I didn't... Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know. Dude, oh my god, y'all did... Oh, dude, did you... Oh my god, dude, eat soup with a spoon, dude. Dude, they keep sending Skibbity Toilet. Let's fix this curb. Can you send
That
me your
life
phone
hack
number?
can suck my scurvy sea cock.
My god, my scurvy sea cock. Premium ads. Actived. Hell yeah. Okay, that's where you turn down the sound donations. Got it. Got it. Got any bills to pay? Nope. Something seems missing in this stream, someone says. Your aim is awful. Yeah, you don't have to be playing the game. They don't realize. Fuck it, $300 open. It wasn't worth it. $300 open. There we go. Okay. 99% of gamblers. You know what they say. I'm that 1%. We can afford internet upgrade now. Bide. Let's get that nice microphone. And quick, we gotta eat some bananas for run out of energy, dude. Oh. We gotta sleep. Dang it. I swear to God, if we wake up, we hear Counter-Strike music. Stream's still going. No, it's not. It closes it if you go to sleep. Why would I ever want to, like, change where this streamer's at? 3 microphones. Oh, we're sick. Why can we order graphic cards but not medicine? A question I actually ask. Need medicine now. I'm famous and sick often. More antibiotics for later. I live in filth. I'm gonna need it. Bling bling. Bling bling. Baby. Bling bling. Bling bling. Bling bling. Okay, I'm back with the antibiotics. Nice. Now we need a better webcam. Top quality. Oh my god, some of these are insane. Which console is this? Buddy, this is a computer. This is a PC, buddy. Yeah, maybe lurk more. Maybe lurk more. You know? What about this? Yeah, what developments has happened here? Doomer, I'm sick to my stomach when I see your stream. Tell me your nickname and I'll rid you of this pain once and for all. Oh, like his username? Hey mate, how are you? Let's exchange some money. Shall I send it? Accept. I accept, send it. It's great. I was sent during the stream 600. Bye. You owe me 480. Is this the guy who gets me swatted? See if that happens again. They played the knocking again. I want to show you something. Can you watch this? I knew it. I knew it was going to be Skibbity Toilet again. Okay, great gaming stream. Excuse me. Soft Star. Hey, I went to the hospital. She looked bad. When I asked about the hospital bill, they said it was 500. I need your help. I pay you back, I promise. Can you send 500? Refuse. Get the fuck out of here. I can't deal with your bullshit. It was a beautiful story. Why didn't you believe it? I sent you the allowance my parents gave me. You're disgusting. $500 for a hospital bill. Talking to a 3-year-old. Get out of here. Yoda dude says, say my name. Yoda dude. Hey, I said it. We'll go with the mid-level. It does a good job. They're not coming, are they? Dude, getting swatted is crazy, though. That's nuts. Zamazor, welcome to the Consumer Madness. What, did I make 10 orders or something? I got an achievement. Oh, great. No. Bada bang. Link worker. Wait, what was that? One of the most interesting streamer employees as an employee who will streamer and fundraise for you needs a computer. Lisa B. He's not a hard worker, but he has good potential. Oh, you can hire other streamers? Okay. Interesting. There are too many bugs. There are too many bugs. Bug stream? No. This video seems interesting. Give it a shot. It's gonna skibbity toilet again. Sign in to confirm you're not a bot. Okay. Great. Camper strike. Ew! Let's go to Zamazor and get a better router now. Dude, the Tight Connect is on sale, dude! So's the Quantum Wave fucker upper. Open up that donation cube and let me take a lick. You never interact with your viewers. Wrong, I banned them. Money to buy new equipment. Well, guess what? I just did. Poor in money, rich in banana. You know? Poor in money and rich in potassium. Perfect. I'll just take it from... I'll just take it. Nah, you don't gotta walk all that way. What's those buttons? I like your buttons. Can you stay still so I can look at them? Drop it like it's hot. Thank you. At 250 megabit per second. Perfect. Oh, shit. I don't need to open Dodo. $200 seconds ads. I need Dodo. BitDogo. I sent the thing. My sheriff. Send during the stream 600. Buy, you owe me 480. No, you sent me 660. I need to open up a game or they're not going to give me money. Right. A moaning sound. I sent 480. Are we going to get swatted because of this guy? Is he the one who does it? Imagine a streamer, you know, just mumbling about getting swatted again and then just walking off and just... It's like, dude, he's so traumatized, dude. He's fucking traumatized. Okay, now we'll stop the stream and start it again. No? Okay. I'm trying to see if like turning off the computer or turning off the stream gets you like new messages from people. Which doesn't work in reality, but you know. What you gonna do? No, not really. You're making too many mistakes in this game. They don't know what I go through. React to this video right now, I swear to God. Wow. Yeah, we saw that one last night. Come on. Get with the program. Holy shit. Amazing. Camper Strike 2. What a beautiful font. I was kind of hoping we would have some more bad things happen to us in this game. Maybe we will. It still is. There still is a lot to be seen here, but I'm getting actually quite tired in real life. So I think I'm gonna get a rest and call it here. But chat, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. starting 6 p.m. Central. Yes. Until then.